Hi there. So I'm in the middle of WA, or certainly inland WA, in a place called Tom Price. It's a small mining town, and I'm here to do some sightseeing. And while I'm here, I've been reviewing what I wrote in my book, More Bums on Seats, which was published 10 years ago now, and looking at what the lessons are that I wrote at that time, but are still very relevant now. And one of the things that we learned very early in our first business, which was called Life Tools, was the power of having a database. Now, we knew nothing about business, and I can't claim some instant genius kind of idea that happened to me and I started to collect databases. It wasn't like that. I can't even remember why we did collect a database. I just know that we were going to the Mind Body Spirit Festival, and we got all of our stock and tables and chairs and things like that. And one of the things that we decided to do was to run a competition for one of the most expensive things that we had. Now, we're going back over 20 years, and this product was about $500, which in today's terms maybe isn't that expensive, but 25 years ago it was, and we were willing to give that away to somebody who would win this competition. And basically it wasn't a competition, it was a draw. And so while we were there for 4 days, on our feet, talking to people, encouraging them to try what we did and then hopefully buy, we collected a database of around 500 people. After the event, we went home, we were absolutely shattered, and we made the draw and we contacted the person who won it. And then we had obviously around 500 people that didn't win. And so what I did at that point was do a sales letter. Now, going back all that time, there wasn't really an internet. So everything that was done in sales wasn't done through email or social media or anything like that. It was done by writing hard copy sales letters and sending them out. And the sales letter I sent out had a voucher in it, which I created, which said you're a runner-up in the competition to win this product, and you've got $50 off, so 10% off basically. And at the event itself, we'd sold about 13 of these products, and from the letter afterwards, we sold another 13 or 14 of these products. And it dawned on me that whilst an event, an expo, that kind of thing is very good, you get to meet people, you get to talk, you get to realise what people respond to versus don't. While it's good for that, it's very, very tiring and it's expensive. And so at the end of that, we probably made a little bit of money after 4 days of solid work. With sending out the letter, we made a decent margin. We made a really nice margin, and we sold the same amount. And the amount of work that went into writing and sending out the letter was probably a tenth of the work that we put into running the expo. So what I learned from that was I can make the same amount of sales with a tenth of the work. And so while expos are good, the only reason I would go to an expo now is to gather a list, because the list is so important. And what I did for the next 3 or 4 or 5 years was I worked at growing that list, whether that was through advertising, going to other events, or negotiating with partnerships where people were selling similar things or different things but to the same audience. I did all of that, and very quickly we were up to about 20,000 people's names and addresses, phone numbers, but obviously not emails at those times. And our business was based on that. We sent out sales letters, people saw what was in the sales letters, they rang, they bought, and so on. Nowadays, we've taken exactly that same strategy into the work that we do with restaurants and with other people, and helping people to see the power of a database and to keep it, to collect it, to keep it in good condition, and then to do regular marketing to it. We manage, at any one time, we're managing about 1.3 million people's data on behalf of our clients, and what we do consistently is do that kind of marketing. So if you want to find a way or achieve a way of making sales much easier than doing all the hard work of attending events like that, or signing people up one at a time, then talk to us, because we have 25 years of learning and growing and knowing what it takes to make sales to a list, to grow a list, to own the list, to make sales to a list, which is much easier than doing it any other way. Plus, we also know how to create partnerships where people will share their lists with you. So if you're interested in that, contact us through the website, and I look forward to having a chat with you, and we'll talk about how we can help you. Okay, bye for now.